All right, beautiful friends, it's Kate here with the Mom Boss Mentor. And today I want to talk about how to sell with confidence. And this is something that a lot of people struggle with in the sales industry is they lack belief and confidence in themselves, their product, or in the words that they're saying. And so they're trying to be something that they're not. And it really does begin to show. And so if you struggle with your words, you're trying to figure out what's the perfect thing to say, or you don't have that voice of confidence when you're sharing, it is harder to make the sale. So today we're going to talk about how to increase your confidence and to posture yourself so that you have more conversion, okay? More people joining your team, more people buying from you, and of course, more people sharing referrals of other people to come to you. So confidence begins with first yourself and even just the way you stand or you sit, so before I like to go into like sales mode or conversation mode, I'll kind of like stand up, roll my shoulders back, kind of smile a few times, and then I'll go after it. Okay, now I like to always start with an easy conversation first versus a hard conversation. So I'll do an easy conversation, then I'll do my hardest conversation, and then anything in between just feels a little bit better. Okay, so if I get my hardest one out of the way, it's done, it's behind me. And if I get my easiest one done, I've already had most likely a win. Okay, but to sell with confidence, it's not about you. And I think this is what holds most people back in sales is they make it about themselves, and it's not about you. Guess what? It is about how can you solve a problem of the other person. And the only way you can truly sell someone a solution is to know what their problem actually is. So yesterday or the other day, I was chatting with a friend, and he is the king of sales and conversion and confidence. He has the amazing posture. He is totally on fire. And when we had a conversation, he says, some will, some won't, so what? That is his mantra. Some will buy, some won't buy, so what? His job is not to find a person to buy a product. His job, and all of our jobs, is to find the solution to people's problem and make sure they are aware of what we have to offer. So it's not about telling them all the benefits and why this is so amazing, but rather to ask them questions and say, you know what, I think I have something for you, but let's have a conversation because I really want to make sure it's a good fit. It's not about collecting your money. It's about caring for the individual, getting a really clear idea what their issues are, and then offering them a solution that you have with confidence. Okay. So you need to know your product, but you don't have to have tried everything. You don't have to have worn every piece of clothing that you sell or tried every product that you sell, but you do need to have confidence knowing that you have stories in your toolbox that you can share. Hey, you know what? I know somebody that has that issue and they found this by using this product. I would love to, hook you up and let you try it. Try it and see if it works. We have an amazing return policy. Make sure that they know that you've got their back. Meet with their objections right at the onset, but also allow them that confidence that you have, somebody's story to share that it has had experience with. Sometimes people will say, oh, I want this product. And say, and then they'll say, how much is it? How much is that? Right. And that question is taking away your ability to be confident because you might be like, oh, it's kind of expensive. You're worried that that's their reaction. We don't know if that's a reaction. Maybe they're like, oh, that's actually not that bad, right? But how we portray that answer will determine their reaction. And so your confidence in the sale transaction is really, really important. So what I like to do is I like to, pivot the conversation. You know what? I will tell you that, but first let's even make sure that this is the right product for you. What results are you looking for? Or what problem you're looking to solve so that you can pivot the conversation and create the connection of whether it is truly the right product for them, because maybe it isn't, and you have something completely better. Do not be so hungry for the sale that you lose the relationship. Okay. And this is probably something that took me the longest to learn is so many people focus on just collecting the paycheck and collecting the order that they forget that the connection with the customer is probably the biggest asset in their business. And if they are just collecting a sale and not caring about the result or caring about the person who has made the purchase, their transaction is just that, a transaction, and potentially a one-time transaction that may or may not be a good experience for the customer. Now, if it's not a good experience, do you think that customer is going to come back? If the customer doesn't feel that you care about them, do you think that they're going to come back and shop with you? Maybe, but maybe not. And in my experience as a personal consumer, I am not going to come back to you if I have terrible service. It is just something that there is more than enough choices out there that if I have a terrible experience, I am not going to recommend that person and I'm not going to go back to that person. If I have purchased a couple $100s worth of stuff and you didn't even say thank you, I'm probably not going to come back to you. If I feel that you don't care truly about my results or my success, I'm probably not going to refer other people to you. And so that's kind of the part of it with confidence is, are you confident about your product? And are you portraying that confidence to the person and making sure that they know that they matter, that you care about them? Okay, so think about that more so than how do you sell with confidence. It's more about pivoting the conversation to turn it into how can you serve them with the products that you have, with the price point that you have, with the solutions that you have, and making sure that you find them the right fit. And the last thing I want to share with you is my friend mentioned, and he's in our book. So if you haven't got our book yet, it is coming out shortly. So if you want to be on the wait list or the book launch with our giveaways, make sure to message me. But he mentioned how your relationship with your customer actually starts the day that they make the sale and ends when they get the results that they're looking for. Right? Think about that. Think about your relationship beginning and ending with them in mind, instead of what is your goal and how much do you need more until you make your sale, and you're just wanting the sale and not the result for your customers. That is a definite mindset shift. So hopefully you're excited to go out there with confidence. So stand up, shoulders back, smile on your face, do some jumping jacks if you need some energy, right? Tony Robbins is all about elevating your energy, but also make sure that if you are having conversations and you feel unconfident, change the conversation over, redirect it to what is it that the customer is looking for solutions. And then you're going to have a different conversation with more confidence, because it's not about you, it's about them and serving them. And I feel like having a servant heart is always going to serve you and elevate your business tenfold more than any sale or promo ever will. So it's the Mom Boss Mentor. Go ahead and subscribe. And if you're not part of our free Facebook community, go ahead and join the Mom Boss Mentor. And of course, you can always email me some questions at hello@iamkatemoyer.com. Have an amazing day.